Okay, well, welcome to week 4. I hope you enjoyed week 3, and I hope you found that my comments about week 3 being a little bit lighter than week 2 were correct. You have started to lay the foundation for your paper as you put together your bibliography or your works cited, which is the first step towards writing that first research paper in the MAOL program. And this week you're going to submit your rough draft with that research paper, and so I want you to spend a good amount of time on that research paper. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a breather from the discussion forum in terms of using citations or references. So I hope that is pleasing to you, because we've got somewhat of a unique week in regards to the discussion forum, simply because we're talking about communication, team communication. So this week's mini lecture is on the communication climate. And before I go through this mini lecture, I want you to watch this mini lecture, take notes if you feel like it's necessary. And then I would like for you to review the PowerPoint that has the same information or similar information to what this mini lecture has. And then on the last page of the PowerPoint, there you're going to find 2 links. And those links are going to take you to YouTube, and there's going to be 2 movie clips that deal with team communication that will go hand in hand with the discussion questions. So once you get into the discussion questions, you're going to see, discussion question 1 has to do with clip 1, discussion question 2 has to do with clip 2. And so you don't need to reference making the team this week, because we're going to just have some good dialogue about those clips. So the 5 different barriers to a positive communication climate. So when you start looking at your team, and let's say it's the perfect textbook team where you have an agenda each week and you have less than 12 members and you're meeting on a regular basis and the goals are clear, you all know what you're working towards. So now let's talk about the climate and the communication amongst that team. And there are 5 different barriers that this mini lecture talks about that could hinder the team's ability to move forward. And the first one is rigid communication. So rigid communication is going to be a situation where someone is very close-minded, and so someone who maybe, we've all been a part of a team where you want something to evolve and you want something to move forward, and maybe there's a person on that team that says, well, we tried that back in 1976, and so it didn't work then, and it's definitely not going to work now. So rigid communication is the first barrier to creating a positive communication climate. The second one is defensive communication. So once you're all sitting around the room and you're having a conversation, or you're trying to move something forward, a key initiative forward, and one of the members is taking it personal or feels as though a comment about his or her department is he or she feels like that needs to be defended. And so the second one is going to be defensive communication. The third one is going to be hidden agendas. And hidden agendas are when you're in a meeting and you just feel like someone in the room is only suggesting ideas because it's going to make him or her look better. So it's kind of, hey, I'll be willing to blow out everybody else's candle as long as my candle looks brighter at the end of the discussion. So the third one is hidden agendas. The fourth one is going to be over-conforming. And that is when a group is sort of in danger of over-conforming when there's too much agreement or not enough exchange of new ideas. And so the book uses the idea of the Abilene effect, or the Abilene paradox, where they all go to Abilene, or they all think they want to go to Abilene, but then once they get there, they realize, or when they get back, they realize nobody wanted to go to Abilene in the first place. It was just a bad example of groupthink or over-conforming. And so the last one is dysfunctional roles. And dysfunctional roles is where individuals in the group whose contributions stop the group progress towards maybe moving the group forward, or stopping progress towards a task to make the group members feel uncomfortable. And so this could be in the form of a joke, continually just makes fun of things, or is an interrupter, continually cuts people off when they're trying to contribute something, or is just a monopolizer, just likes to monopolize the conversation. So those are the 5 barriers to positive communication, to creating a positive communication climate. So again, I'll go through them: rigid communication, defensive communication, hidden agendas, over-conforming, and dysfunctional roles. So now what I want you to do is go to the PowerPoint. You can review those 5 different barriers again if you would like, and then watch the 2 clips, and then go to the discussion board and let's discuss them. Thanks.